Just in the general sense of the room, has anyone been able to see any shows? You're not starting with us, are you? There was a nod just here. Yeah, a nod here. You're starting with us. Look, I'm not saying that's a bad choice. I'm just saying there's a lot of shows out there. It's been 3 weeks. There's like 700 shows. Look, I'm happy so.
I'm not worried about the starting with us. I'm worried about the starting at J before everything.
At J before the end, yeah. What have you got? What did you say? Anything good? You were nodding. Oh, Jamal, yeah, Jamal's always a solid choice. Which guy? Oh, Paco.
Yeah.
Paco is in the Tux Cat here with us. How was Paco? I haven't seen Paco.
Very German.
Very German. Well, so he killed his audience? I don't know.
He shat on them.
Oh, right, yeah, they have a new stereotype now, don't they?
There actually was, he did make jokes.
Oh, good, there you go. Not far off. Oh, excellent. No, that sounds good. He's on right after me, I know that. So I'm always hungry. Like, that's my priority after I finish my show. I'm just like, I'm gonna have dinner. Sorry, Paco. So hopefully I'll catch him before the festival ends. But it's solid. Nice to see that you know your way around this venue. Anyone up the back? Seen anything? No, that's cool. That's fine.
Bold choice with us.
What?
No, I like it. No, it's good.
Jeez. There's no faith in us. No faith in us.
Hey, I've only seen one show this festival too. Also us.
Yeah, solid. No, it's good. I think I'm about 40 deep at this point. And I try to get in a couple every night. I'm going to do a festival wrap up of everything that I've seen after this, because this is a regular podcast that takes a slightly different shape. But that'll be fun. There's been a lot of fantastic shows, including the 2 guests that we have on tonight. I caught one of them out in Perth, and I assume his show's only gotten stronger since then, because that's the nature of festivals. After every festival you sit down and you go, alright, what have I done? Listen back to your recordings a couple of times and you're like, I'm going to change this, I'm going to put this in here. Otherwise it was already strong, so it doesn't need to change. And I caught the first guest a couple of nights ago, and fuck, it's a high energy show. It's a lot of fun. So if you get a chance, he's on 2 more nights and you'll really enjoy him. And if he is, are we ready?
Yeah,
we're ready to go? Sweet. Let's since we gave him such a nice introduction.
Jump straight in.
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna bring our first guest to the stage for this evening, Mr. Jekyell.
Woo! We're seeing you at 6, Jared.
Pardon?
We're seeing you at 6, mate.
You already seen my show?
At 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
After this one.
So can we get a lift with you? Sorry, you do the jokes, I swear.
No, talk, please. If I get to do less. So you're already coming to my show?
At Victoria.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
I'll be there, I'm just making sure you will be.
Yeah, right, okay.
We're not gonna hold him up that much.
Let's just chat. What's your name so I know for tonight? Oh, please come in. We're just having a community discussion.
That's my name's Craig, Jared.
Craig?
Yep.
You look like a Craig.
I do.
And are you his daughter?
No.
Are you his wife?
Not
Are
yet.
you his girlfriend?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Fiance?
No.
Spouse? De facto? Partner? I know all the synonyms for sex partners. Fuck buddies. I had a fuck buddy once. She fucked up my life. You can expect heaps of gold like this. This is so weird. Also, by the way, I've got... Yeah, anyway. I should probably do my set.
So you're ready, Jared?
When I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now, I like to, sort of like warm up the audience or warm down the audience depending on how comfortable. I'm still wearing my artist pass. That's I fell asleep with this on the other night. Like, I had a big night, and I woke up with it tangled around my neck, and I almost died. And it made me think of that Charles Bukowski quote, "Find what you love and let it kill you." So, Huggins comedy. I've read a book once. I love literature. What's it called? Are we going to stop riffing now? Maybe I'm just getting started. How weird would it be if you guys were snags? You could all fit on one seat. If I told a joke and you didn't like it, I could sit on the set. But I'd sit on the one next to it, pull back and reveal. So that's really fucking... I've blended whimsy and self-referential formulas right there. No, part of me's like, you know what, I don't want to do my gold because you're going to see my gold, but I'm going to do my gold anyway. If you haven't quite worked out, I'm a pretty regular comedian. I'm sort of like a Will Anderson, a Dave Hughes. I don't really do anything interesting in my act. It's pretty straightforward. A lot of observational comedy. I'm going to be discussing, the difference between men and women, and a bit like a Rove McManus actually. I'm going to be, the other day I was walking down the street and this happened. Dogs are like this, cats are like this. What's the deal with airplane food? That kind of stuff. Pretty regular. No gimmicks. And where's the yellow handkerchief? Maybe it's there. And it's a bit patronising actually clapping at Magic because Magic's the worst. If you think I look familiar, I'm not. You've probably just seen a movie with Jonah Hill in your life. Or Seth Rogen. You guys think I look like them? I get that all the time. Sort of. So I'm from Sydney, and honestly, this is not a lie, anytime I go out at night, someone will tell me that. Every night. First night in Melbourne, this backpacker ran past me, and he stopped for one moment, and he just goes, "You look like Seth." And then he was gone. They're on first name basis. I was like, which Seth? So I'm actually the exact same height as Seth Green, so I don't know if they were targeting 5'4" people, but it's a bit high. Someone else? Sorry, my show, I love how you plugged me as being so high energy. I save all my energy for my show, because it's actually very high energy, maybe too high energy. At the moment, I'm on the nod. I had a bit of heroin when I woke up this morning, because I want to be famous one day, so apparently that's what you got to do. I don't actually. Does anyone here do heroin? Did you just raise your arm?
You did.
You did? How good's heroin? How is that? Just casual chat about heroin. Who here's ever smoked ice? Crack? This is I'm just gonna do a bit of riffing. Why not? I smoked crack once against my will. This is true. A few years ago, when I did the Melbourne Comedy Festival, I met this girl. She came to my show. We hit it off. Went back to her place. I'd never had a one-night stand. I was very nervous. She was a Kiwi girl, and she lived with these two big Maori guys. And we went up to her room, and we were about to kiss, and then she passed out. And I'm a sensible fellow, so I left her. And I went downstairs, and her two big Kiwi guys were like, "Hey, bro, come here." And they were heaps defensive of her, because she was their kid sister. And they're like, "Come sit down here." So I sat on the couch, and they said, "Want to smoke some crack?" And I was like, "No." But they said, "You better smoke this crack, or we're going to make you regret that you ever came here." So I smoked crack. That's it's not a funny story, but I legit smoked crack under duress. It was it's pretty weird. Are there any police here? You should try crack. If you have it confiscated, hit that. That is so good. Yeah. How weird would it be if I did a song now? Would that be so intense? Like a really intense song?
No, go.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to see this twice tonight, and let me tell you what, it's a real big hit. Can we just have the second song?
Yeah.
This is gonna be so weird. So I'm gonna heaps charming and stuff. But you're gonna get to see this again too. This is gonna be so fucking weird. Can I get the lights down a bit? I don't know if you've got torches up. A bunch of bright-eyed brownies or scouts got them lost in a cave. Or a pack of pill popper pinheads possum at the bush to brave. If you're mad, batteries go flat when camping. It don't matter who's down through my crotch. I got a top-notch black hot lantern. I hope it doesn't make you sick, cause it could if you got a wish coming. I guess you can call this my party trick. You look so terrified. Let's spell it out real quick. Then if you need help, grab your switch and give it a flick. Yo, cause I got a touch for a dick. I got a touch for a dick. Hope it doesn't make you sick. And I got a touch for a dick. An actual touch for a dick. Touch for a dick. Yo, I got a touch for a dick. I got a touch for a dick. Let me spell it out real quick. That I got a mother freaking flashlight for a dick. Don't be scared of Friday. Yo, cause it's a
like hello Jen. She's like shut up man, give me them halogens. You know she wants his luminescence, best niggas down my pants is covered by a tiny Thomas Edison. You know what I mean? She come to my show. And it's coming on the tip at the top of my pig. Yo, I got a touch for a dick. I got a touch for a dick. All business to make you sick. That I got a touch for a dick. A literal touch for a dick. Touch for a dick. Yo, I got a touch for a dick.
Hey, this is a flashlight. You guys know it. It's actually pretty straightforward premise. But it's not all about sex capades, actually. No, let me be clear. Because I like to help out in the community too. With search parties and shit. If there's a child stuck down a well, I'ma pull it out, go oh my god, if you know, I'm gonna get that well hell. Let me light the way. Then once again, your innocent child will see the light of day. I got a touch for a dick, touch for a dick. I'm a really nice person with a touch for a dick, touch for a dick, touch for a dick. I'm a really wholesome person with a touch for a dick, the touch for a dick, touch for a dick. I'm a good Samaritan with a touch for a dick. After I do a good deed, I reward myself. I use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight. Alright, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight. Nice and tight, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight. Nice and tight, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight, use a flashlight, I'm a flashlight. Nice and tight. That's gonna be the end of my performance. Thank you so much for enjoying that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jared Jekyll. I love that you started. Hang on, I love that you started with a magic trick for a podcast.
This is a podcast.
So for the listening audience, you made a yellow handkerchief appear.
No, okay, let me explain.
Go on.
So I had a yellow handkerchief, and then I made it disappear, like a real sick cunt. And then, sorry for swearing, are you allowed to swear?
That's fine. You said it.
Actually, you shouldn't say
We'll
the
put
C-
the explicit warning.
Yeah, you
on it.
shouldn't say the C word, I'm so sorry about that. So I made the yellow handkerchief disappear, listeners, and then I pulled out two purple ones, I tied them together, and then I made the yellow one reappear in the middle of them.
Solid. See. Magical.
Also for the podcast, he had a flashlight for a
I don't know if you caught that. The subtext of that there was he did have a torch for it.
Yeah, there's quite a few layers there. It usually it takes till the end of the song for people to really understand what's going on there. How that song came to fruition. This actually is interesting.
Yeah.
So I use a loop station in my show. And I wanted to have like I don't know if anyone here plays music, like a sconce, which you use to light up sheet music. So I wanted to have like a big sconce so I could see my loop station in the dark. So I bought this LED barbecue clamp light, and I was just holding it by my waist, practicing, and my girlfriend's like, that looks like a dick, and then I wrote the song.
You tore
That's
up
the works,
everything
right?
else that was in the show.
Did you hate that so much?
A little bit.
A little bit. Did you find it offensive? No, you just thought it was stupid. Cool. As long as you weren't offended. Because I don't want to offend anyone.
No, that's why you.
You're not actually my target audience, so I'm a little bit saddened by that.
Well, while we're here, because we're on the topic of your show, for the people who aren't already going, you want to tell the rest of the audience about your show and how much, because you're on till the end.
I'm on till the end,
Yeah.
which is tomorrow night. That's the end. You have 24 hours to see my show. Shit.
That's the threat.
That's the threat. You got 24 hours. If you don't see my show by sundown tomorrow, you'll have to wait till next year, 365 days. Actually less, because that'll be then you only have
Yeah, the
two-
festival.
Holy shit. So maybe come less than that in
350 or so.
340 days. I'll see you in 340 days. My next show is going to win all the awards, so get in early. I'm not even kidding. I think my awards are even going to win awards. This show, I've been working on it for 10 years.
10 years.
Let's say. I'm probably just going to push it together the night before, but it's going to be the best. There's not going to be any smut in it. This is not a lie. This is my last smut show. No, really. Smut's gone. I think smut's dead.
Smut's out.
Smuts out. My show, I do like beatboxing, loop pedaling, rapping.
Yeah, you're a man of many skills.
I'm very talented, basically. No, really, that's the main thing that people say from my show. They're like, wasn't very funny, but God, that guy's talented. It's actually really funny. You'll love it.
So what's it called?
Young, dumb, and full of pun. There's some puns in it.
Yes. Yes.
Big pun?
Big Pun is not in it.
Oh, damn.
Big Pun, for those of you who don't know, is a famous rapper. I'd explained the title to my mum. She's like, what's Young, Dumb and Full of Pun? Where did you come up with that? And I was like, it's a play on Young, Dumb and Full of Fun. So there you go.
And she was like, that's not a saying.
She doesn't know. She doesn't need to know. No.
Alright, and so you are at... Where are you at?
I'm at the Victoria Hotel.
Yeah.
It's on the same block as the Town Hall.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get to, and you should all be there. I voted it the best show at the festival. It sounds biased, and it is, but it's very good. And then I'm on at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Out on Sundays, every show's an hour early, so it's real. So you can probably come straight from lunch, just pop over for a brunch, and come
From
see
early bird dinner.
Early bird dinner special, and come have a bit of fun.
It is a great show. It is. I saw him earlier this week. High energy, a lot of varying abilities displayed on stage. You'll have a good time, especially if you enjoy wordplay. It's rife with wordplay.
A fair bit of wordplay in there. Maybe you'd like the wordplay.
There's something
less,
for
less
everyone.
dicks, more play, more wordplay. More. No hat, no play. No dick, more play. Wordplay.
Jekyll, ladies and gentlemen. So Jared needs to leave because he has a show basically right after this one. So normally we do a component at the end where we do a little competition where we can give away tickets at the end. But Jared has been very generous. He's offered up some free tickets to some people in the crowd, so we will organise that after the show. I'll grab some names, I'll grab some maybe email addresses, and we'll be able to organise probably tomorrow, possibly tonight. If someone's interested in shooting straight over there, I also have my show right after this, so if anyone wants to come check that out, then let me know. But admin is for later. Now we're going to have our second guest for the evening, and like I said, I saw him out in Perth. The show's called Self-Sabotage. It's a great show, a great storytelling show. So please welcome to the stage Mr. George Dimarelos.
Cool. All right. Play the music. I got a mouth for an anus. I don't know. It's the best we can come up with, a mouth for an anus. I've had a coffee today yet. I've said we get into a bit later in the day. That's when we start. Yes, as you've already heard, this is towards the end of the festival. You guys are coming out on the second last night. Yeah, which is why every show you're going to go see, there's going to be a tinge of brokenness on stage, as you get to see. Potentially a mental breakdown. That's what we're here for, so it's great. My voice is a bit husky as well. That's all right. It's not like this is getting exchanged through the medium of sound. Mostly. Probably should plan that ahead beforehand. So I guess just do some jokes since we're up here, right? That's what you're here for, to see. I do change it up here for a change. That's mean. That is mean. I do actually want to say thanks so much for coming out. Like, I know it's just the second last night. Maybe you've come out and seen something, which is awesome. Like, that's actually fantastic. Good on you guys. Honestly. Give yourselves a round of applause since you're not doing it already. Because you're doing it already. Yes. Go you. You know, you're number one in my book. All of you. Yeah. If you're a dictator, you'd be Joseph Stalin. Okay. Maybe we'll try again. If you're a terrible career choice, you'd be stand-up comedian. Slightly mean and laugh sometimes. This is like, if you're a choc top, you'd be choc mint. He's like, what are you more a boysenberry man or something?
Yes.
Really? I know your kind, sir. Yeah, I like my choc tops. Brown on the outside and pink on the... That's disgusting. God, it's 4 or 5 o'clock. To work on my compliments. Not good at it. Both sides of the whole compliment thing I'm not good at. I like giving out compliments, but also like receiving them. I suck at both, you know. Like as in when someone gives me a compliment, I only react two ways. I either act like super bashful, or I make some dumb joke about it. Like either way, the person speaking to me just regrets their decision. Which happens often. In fact, you could probably say, to be honest, that for me, a compliment is kind of like homosexual sex. I don't know how to give it, and I don't know how to take it. Yeah. But I'm trying to learn, right? I'm trying to learn how to do it. And there's a big community that's really supportive, you know? It's great. It makes you feel really good deep down inside. You do it, you know? It's like, and you can do it anywhere. Seriously, parks, alleyways, schools. I was in the change rooms the other day with my mate, and I was just giving him the biggest compliment. Fucking. Oh, hey, it's that bit of the show. Feels strange, I know, it's 5 o'clock, it's in a weird mood, it's alright, I am trying to work the compliment right now, because like, I used to get in trouble with my ex, because she'd be looking for me to give a compliment, and it ended up sounding like I'm describing the weather. You know? I'd be like, yeah, hey, look, fine. Someone in the mid-20s. The reason she's the ex. So I feel like they need to step in. That's what I like to say here. This is what I talk about. Like, couples can get mad. Sometimes a girl can be unhappy with the guy because he's not good at the compliment thing, from my experience. I know some people are really good at it as well, though. I know that as well. So, like, you guys are a couple? No? Exes. Whoa, wow, this has not been discussed earlier. What? Really? This is amazing. Well done. You did it. Has anyone ever seen this? This is the first time I've ever seen it in my life. Amazing. It's like a Jerry Seinfeld Elaine thing going on. Far out. Who's Jerry and who's Elaine? I don't know. That's really? Okay, so how long have you been broken up for?
4 years.
4 years? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I've never had this interaction before. What's it like? God, you're just hanging out as friends, look at each other, like, oh, I've seen his pictures. That's not, I assume that's what happens. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. Okay, that's an interesting one. That's a good idea. Good idea. You're just actually friends. We're like, we're good friends, just not sexually attracted to each other. So that's, the room got mean. I got past there. Okay, I was trying to see where I would go with that. It didn't go in the right direction, did I? No, I didn't. That's how you turn a room against you. Very good. That's awesome. Very Melbourne of you. I don't know. Yeah, we're all bisexual. We're having sex with everyone. Yeah, I know. That was not phrased correctly at all. Okay. We are not recording this, are we? Oh my God! No, let's just clarify. That sentence needed to be more well thought out than it came out. Sound dismissive and rude. I'm not like that at all. My God, that is. Wow. Okay. This has gone badly. Wow. I feel like it's a weird place to end it. No, look, actually, you know what? This is something this is different, but I need to talk about this because this is something which it's sort of relevant. This might not help out my case, but because as you've been male and brought up like that, you got views in your head and you're trying to do better as you get older, try to correct the mistakes and stuff like that. And you can make mistakes, slip out, you say the wrong thing. You're trying to do better. You're genuinely trying to help people can appreciate that. And I had a situation recently where it was an interesting one. Do you guys know the phrase, what's good for the goose is good for the gander? You guys heard that phrase? Yeah? Okay, I'm just going to ask one person, I don't know, just like, what do you think that phrase means? It did not help me much, okay? Yeah, but yeah, same, so you know the phrase, good for the goose, good for the gander? Do you know what it means? Agreeing with him, that's just... He's got no idea. Okay, well, so for me, right, I grew up hearing that phrase, and I thought good for the goose, good for the gander. That was like, what's good for one is good for all. Which isn't what that means, because a gander isn't... I was like, a gander means a group of geese. That's not a gander. It means a gander is a male goose, right? Which I never realized growing up. I was like, I thought it was like, well, I know a gaggle of geese is a group of geese. I do know that. Brain just didn't connect the two dots. It's getting strange. I didn't say this was funny, but anyways, I was in this conversation with this girl, and I was like, I just found out recently what that actually means. You know, what's good for the female goose, it's good for the gander. So it's like, I guess it's like another version of like happy wife, happy life, that sort of thing. That's what I was saying to her. And she goes, well, no, it could also just mean, based on obviously outdated gender terms, but it could just mean what's good for one is good for all. Right? And I was like, what a bloody goose, that kind of thinking, right? Jesus, no, one's a man and one's a woman, and that's how that works. One probably has a penis, don't know how it works. One's male and one's female, that's how that fucking metaphor, that's what was going on in my head. Seriously, can you believe that shit? I was like extending my male privilege to poultry. It's a big realization to have, It's, okay, well, I think we managed to recover that. Thank you very much, cheers.
Dimarelous, ladies and gentlemen, just once more time. One more, just a little bit more. Now, tell us about your festival show.
Self-sabotage.
Solid example. It's a strong marketing campaign you've got there.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan. Wow, that's the reason for it is because that happens quite a lot. Sure, self-sabotage, loosely based on one main story which you've heard, an experience I had, and probably the most prime example you're going to hear of just horrific public self-sabotage, just public embarrassment, just being an idiot and not really knowing how to correct it. It's not even, there's no happy ending at the end, it's like, it's just tragically funny. It's funny, but it's tragic. And it's good fun, and like as you saw it in Perth, I've had in Perth and Adelaide before coming here, and that's been a very good chance to really trim and cut and change and chop and do all that stuff. Perth was very nice. Perth is very friendly as a city, and then I went to Adelaide and I was in a beer garden outdoors during the day. It's a very different vibe. It's a very different vibe, so it's brutal, but by the end I had that figured out as well, so it was really nice learning. So I've had a very nice learning thing to get to here. Now Melbourne have done this day, what are we on? I don't even know, 22 shows, 23 shows.
Yeah.
And I'm still here, so obviously I'm either insane or, well, I'm definitely insane, but those sort of shows doing okay. Had some nice reviews as well, so that's a plus. Yeah. Look it up. Very nice.
Where you at?
What?
Where you at?
Oh, I'm in the Bull and Bear.
The Bull and Bear,
Which is on Flinders Lane. Do we know that place? It's at 6:30, so there's a little bit of what I just did in that, but a lot of that was improvised, as you can probably tell. Yeah, I said the golf the show. Yeah. I guess. It's good fun. And so there's tonight, I don't know if you guys are going to see any other shows, but tonight 6:30 or tomorrow 6:30, and I don't have an hour earlier on Sundays. I always do the same time.
It's usually independent venues don't tend not to.
Yeah.
So if you are looking for a good show, it's a great storyteller show. So I saw the Perth iteration and based on what you said there, and I know the nature of show construction and just how self-reflective and how introverted you can get about your own work, and when it comes through the end of a festival and sort of what that does to a person or that does to a performer. So I can only imagine it's gotten extremely tight since then.
Yeah.
So if it was a strong show in Perth, there's no reason why you shouldn't be going to see it. Tomorrow or today, if you've got time. If you're not going to see Jekyell, at 6.
I'll tell you what's good.
No, but it's fantastic. Were you drawn to the nature of storytelling just because you felt you had a strong story in you, or is the nature of storytelling something that you've been interested in?
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't class myself exclusively as storytelling. It's just like, I think in a longer form show like that, you should have some sort of structure that you can bounce off and stuff.
Absolutely.
So that was kind of the basis for it, more than like any specifically wanting to have like one long, because it's not one long story at all. It's like very much just jumping off into tangents, coming back, and that sort of thing. But it just makes it more fun for your brain. Humans' brains outside. Humans' brains work. It's fun.
We enjoy a fluid continuity.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, that's how we do. In fact, I read a book recently. That's the end of that. That's Sapiens, very good book. It talks about how humans have evolved over time, and it looks at like what we're good at, and apparently like the reason we're so awesome is because of our stories. The reason we tell stories.
That doesn't surprise me actually, because the nature of development in, say, like Paleolithic eras would be being able to explain to someone else, there is a bush of berries that we should eat over here, and there's a bad bush of berries. Like, Jim died because he ate the bad berries. Let's not go to that. And that's a simple story, but it would keep everyone alive.
It does, but then even going deeper than that, this turned into a completely different show now. Basically, they go deeper than that, talking about the fact that like stories, because everything's made up, everything's a construct.
Of course, yeah.
So even things like a political system or like a leader, and trusting someone who's in your group you have to tell a story where you're like all in the same group, even though you're not. Like it's a myth you make up.
I guess you gotta. It's the nature of like group psychology. You gotta feel like people are on side. In for you to want to be able to connect with them, and I guess that's also a big part of the nature of storytelling is that your audience feels that they can relate to you, even if they see you as a villain. They've got a place for you in a narrative.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's what this is going strange.
No, this is good. This is good. I like this.
It's okay. I'm gonna whip my way out. I think.
That's they get the biggest laugh in the show.
It always does.
And I take it.
Yeah, you take anything, yes. No, man, like, to go back to the real thing, yes, storytelling, the show, it's just, put a story there. And but I like to go off on theme containers and talk ideas and concepts. I can be quite conceptual, so I have to try and, like, always remember, this is, make it fun. Like, right now, that's back to stories and stuff.
I understand that. I had an MC. I did a bit. I was experimenting with a bit once. That was about what Joe Hockey had talked about, like the first human being to live to 150 had possibly already been born.
Yeah.
So I was talking about that, trying to evolve it into a joke. And I came off stage, and the MC came back on. He was like, "All right, thank Matt for his TED talk. There we go. Yeah." So and I understand that the nature of trying to turn a concept into a joke is quite complicated, and the road's a long one. So it can be hard to get there.
That's what's fun is like the key is like to go personal. So try and find a story in your life that actually relates to it. Because usually the funny thing is most things are funny if you look at anything. You can make someone good can talk about going by milk and it's the funniest thing you know.
Absolutely.
Everything's always funny. So it's like you can always find something personal that happened that relates to what you're talking about. And that's also humorous. Right?
Yeah, I think the part of the fun part of I went and saw Stuart Goldsmith 2 nights ago.
Right.
And one of the, I don't know if he says this in every show, I assume he does, it seems like it's part of the narrative, is that he explains most jokes need a villain, like someone that we're going to all turn against. And that's sort of what unites the crowd, is that if there's a villain in the room, then we can be like, oh, even if I do that thing in this particular joke, that guy's the villain, and I can laugh at him.
Right.
And I thought it was a great simple breakdown of joke structure. And I think the casting yourself the way you've cast yourself in the story that you're telling is a good way to get people on board with you. And people will understand once they go see a show. But it's a good
villain.
I don't know that it's necessarily that black and white, but it's an interesting place to cast yourself. Because you're not necessarily the hero, but you're not necessarily the villain either. So it's fun to sort of see performers versions of themselves and what they project to an audience, and just sort of see what they bring to a stage. But I think we're gonna have to cut short there because I know you've got to bounce so that you can get to your venue, and unfortunately we won't be able to do the final half of this, which would normally would pit Jared and George against each other to give away some tickets. Because Jared had to bounce as well. Unfortunately, being the end of the festival, everyone is like, I need audience. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut early here. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. We'll have a chat about what happens next in terms of getting you the things that you need, and then hang around. I've got my show at 6 o'clock in the room just over in the other space. If you've got to go, you've got to go. But do check out the guys. They've done some fantastic work. The shows are very strong, and I highly recommend them. So please put your hands together for George Dimarellos. Jekyell, and myself. This is the shortest one of these we've ever done, but it's okay. I feel alright about it. Half of you got it for free. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
actually, just, if you want to see other shows as well, I have to recommend it. Just
maybe
trigger warning.
Yes. Zoe King's mom. Very good show.
That's all I can say. You won the Barry last year.
Yeah, she won the Barry. She does
it's just
character comedy that is parodying us. Essentially, it's parodying male character comedians, male comedians, and it's an amazing show. If you do want to check out,
telling everyone.
Yeah, no. Zoe King's mom. It's also on iView. If you ever check out Comedy Next Gen, if you see any of those, there's like 20 of those, and they're all really strong comedians. I recommend them all because they're all amazing shows. Right, so we might grab some names or some email addresses. I'm happy to put anyone on around who, or if we'll grab some names because Jared's set up some free tickets for people who, sorry guys, you've already sorted yourself out. But Jared set up some things. I'm sure George will be happy to put you in touch. So
There you go. And just say you saw this show and you go half price, it's $10.
there you go.
Yeah, that makes it.
Thanks, mate.
So George will set you up with some discounts tickets.
There you go. No, so you came to this and yeah.
$10 is pretty good.
It's a good show.
Especially for $10. Who is interested in Jared? Like, I'm not going to take anyone's details that don't actually want to go. Because I understand. That's alright, you're welcome to up and leave. You don't have to hang out here. You're not bound to this room in any way. I just say, if someone wants them, they're more than welcome. I'm happy to take down some details. If not, that's fine. I'll chill out here and I won't be in anybody's way. You're welcome to leave.